Well, a warm welcome back to all of our regular viewers. Remember that you can get hold of us on #SafariLIVE or YouTube chat if you want to ask any questions. Tingana is still having a really long, very powerful kind of panting session. He's looks so uncomfortable at the moment. He doesn't look like he's very happy at all. He's been quite grumpy with a few flies that have been flying around. Every now and then he's snapping and growling at them, and is not exactly a happy boy with this heat. But it is cooling down quite a bit now. Now that we're in the shade, there seems to be this cool wind that is blowing, and I think Tingana is going to be a lot happier when the sun gets down just a little bit lower. The only problem is he's about to get himself into quite a lot of sunshine, because the only shade is the form of this big marula that we're sitting under at the moment. And if you look on his right shoulder, you can see the sun is actually starting to hit him directly on that shoulder. And I think that as that sun comes a little lower, it's going to get too hot for him there, and he's going to find that he's going to move off and try and find some shade. Now, where I want him to go is to my left-hand side, because there is a massive termite mound just to my left here. That is a perfect place, and if he sits up there, we're going to have the most magical afternoon with Tingana, because the light there is going to be absolutely perfect. Now, the reason why I'm sitting in a very awkward position is because I can't get my legs out, because I have a branch right here, and well, Tingana is also staring at me rather intently, and so I'm not going to be able to sort of swing that way, so I have to kind of put my back to him at this stage. But Wade, you're wondering if leopards would hunt large animals like rhinos or buffaloes or even elephants. So in my time here in the Sabi Sands, I have seen Tingana bring down a few baby buffalo. I've seen him also actually, I don't know whether he killed it, but he was seen following a very emaciated, very doddery old male buffalo in the drought last year, which the next morning we found him actually eating, and so I don't know whether it died of natural causes or he killed it, but that would be a bit extreme, as to kill one of those bull buffaloes really takes a lot of energy. So I think it would only be in a situation where you have drought like that. But baby buffalo, for sure, that's fair game for a male leopard. I've seen them also take baby elephants, and I've seen them take baby rhinos. Beyond that, no. So they won't go after sub-adults or even adults of those three, because they just get far too big for them and too strong, and the leopard is not able then to deal with that. And it's also, the risk is so huge for an animal that doesn't have a pride and can't rely on other animals to help with being able to feed itself. There is no point in going after those animals. It really makes life a lot more difficult. They could get really badly injured, and so at the end of the day, it's better for him to go after things like impalas, like what he's caught here, because a female impala that is not going to offer nearly as much resistance, but yet is still a great meal for him, is a far better bet than going after something like a buffalo or a rhino or elephant or any of those kind of things. Funny enough, though, I have seen Tingana on a giraffe carcass, so I've seen him hunting. Well, basically he hunted and killed a giraffe that was fairly large. I've got a photo somewhere of it where he was feeding off of the giraffe, and you can actually get a sort of sense of the size. I'll try and find it quickly. I think I've got it here somewhere. So let me just have a look. It will be quite a while ago. But it's amazing how big that giraffe was, and the fact that he managed to bring it down was pretty impressive. The thing is, though, as he gets a little bit older and as he starts to kind of get to the point where he's not going to be able to move as fast or be as strong and as powerful, pulling things like that down is going to get harder and harder and harder, and he's going to have a situation where he's going to really struggle to be able to actually pull down a large animal of that size. Right. I'm going to sit here with Tingana probably the whole afternoon. There's a breeze blowing, it's a beautiful day. He's sitting here. The chance of him climbing this magnificent marula is very high. And so while I sit here, I believe James Henry, who has found himself in a new location on a new type of set,